good day, and welcome back to the channel. So today's reading is for Aquarius. So good day, Aquarius, and welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell so you can know when I am uploading to this channel. Also, if you are interested in becoming a Patreon and joining the community where we talk about all things spiritual, or you can receive the extended version of these readings, the link is in the description below. Also, if you're interested in any metaphysical jewelry, well, this metaphysical bracelet here, shop thebirthdaygift.org. The link is in the description below as well. Okay, so let's see what Source has for the Aquarius. So you know we are moving into the Aquarius, the age of the Aquarius. Okay, and so lots of releases are happening. So this is your transformational reading, Aquarius. This is your transformational reading. So you should be able to take the information provided in this reading and apply it to your lives and begin to move forward in your transformation. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Ooh, translucent. Okay, so this is the love of the darkness. All right, this translucent. Okay, the love of the darkness. And so the reason why this is so important in this moment right now for you, Aquarius, is because a lot of things are surfacing, especially when it comes to the dark side of yourself, or the side of yourself that you know people really don't want to be bothered with. You know, they try to hide that part of themselves from people, and that is your shadow self. Okay, and so what Source is wanting you to do, Source is really wanting you to embrace this shadow self. Okay, they want you to acknowledge this shadow self and work with this shadow self. All right, I know a lot of people try to get rid of their shadow, but that shadow is much needed in order for you to understand yourself and the direction that you are going on on this journey, especially. And so that shadow is the thing that shows up in those different realms when you're encountering different spirits and you're encountering different energies, and it's the one that is not afraid to defend you from those things. Okay, so really knowing your shadow self, understanding your shadow self to a point, but not leading with shadow, but just being able to understand it, knowing what needs to be worked on in shadow, and working simultaneously from shadow to light, and figuring out what it is that you need to be doing. But Source is wanting you to definitely love this darkness about yourself, embrace this darkness about yourself. Okay, so not necessarily getting rid of it, but getting to know it. 33. Okay, so that's, man, that's some positive heavy stuff to start off with, right? And so now you are embracing and becoming one with this, with the universe. Okay, so the Magick. All right, number 16. So Source is saying that, look, okay, now I want you to embrace, you know, this darkness, and I want you to embrace who you are, and I want you to embrace this oneness and this duality, and I want you to become one with the universe. Okay, so that when you really get deep down in there and get grounded with nature and begin to understand it in a way, and begin to understand it in a way deeper than surface. All right, because sometimes we kind of just scratch the surface on things, but Source is like, no, I'm really needing you to dig deep down in there and go deeper than surface here. All right, Source is also saying that with this Maximus energy, number 15. Now, so here are these synchronicities, because we have this 33, we have this 16, and we have this 15. Okay, and so how can you feed others when your own table is empty? That's what Source is asking with this Maximus empty. So energy. So how could you give to anybody, right, and you have not even taken care of yourself, or you have not even fulfilled your own needs? All right, so this is stuff that you really need to take into account. This is energy that you really need to understand, because there's no way that you can feed anyone else's soul. There's no way that you can give anything else to anyone else unless you are complete, unless you are whole, unless you understand everything on all levels, unless you are being fed and you are being filled. So that Maximus energy. There's no way that you can give to nobody, so you have to feed your own soul. What is your spiritual hygiene looking like in this season? Okay, Source is also saying here, just having that perfect acceptance, samadhi. All right, 29, just perfectly accepting you and all your flaws. Just perfectly accepting you and all your flaws. Perfectly accepting the flaws of people and things around you as well. You don't have to like, what do they call it? Like, you don't have to mingle with it. You don't have to, you know, deal with people on certain levels that you don't need to. But just having that different level of understanding is important. But really having that different level of understanding of yourself and that different level of acceptance of yourself, being able to accept yourself and all of the, you know, the confusing things or the complex things that comes along with who you are as well during this time. Okay, so this is really focusing heavily on like really taking care of yourself, filling your own cup, and doing your shadow work. Okay, getting to know your shadow. Okay, and so it's saying to be still and listen to the spirits. 25. So you running, you're moving, you're doing a lot of things. All right, you're doing a lot of things, right? And so Source is like, look, I need you to be still. I need you to kind of get your thoughts together. Okay, I need you to kind of understand what spirit is trying to tell you. All right, it's time to sit with yourself. It's time to sit with those things. It's time to sit with those vices. Okay, and understand them. And that's where that level of acceptance is coming in at again, because they want you not only to sit down and understand, they want you to sit down and accept. And they want you to work with spirit in order to help you, you know, kind of work through some of those things. Okay, so really just sitting that period of isolation, putting yourself in time out, so to speak. Ooh, and then just become a loving mirror. 10. That, man, you want love, you gotta reflect it. Okay, whatever it is that you desire, you have to reflect it. So whatever it is you desire, you have to mirror it. All right, because what you put out is what you get back. What you project is what you attract. Okay, so they're wanting you to, you know, be compassionate, be more loving, do all of these things. All right, and so they want you to reflect love outwardly. All right, they want you to be a mirror of love. Okay, so when people look at you, they want for people to look at you and see love. Okay, Source, what else do you have for the Aquarius? Let's see what else we have for Aquarius. So yeah, let's see. Mother of perception. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, man. So what they're saying is here. You got these ideas coming in, all right? Like you coming once you begin to work on this shadow self, right? Once you begin to work on this shadow self, you are coming into this newfound knowledge. You're beginning to have a newfound perspective when it comes to certain things. So the mother of perception, like you begin to perceive things differently. Okay, and so what's happened with this newfound knowledge and this newfound understanding of self, you're beginning to become more of a visionary, and you're beginning to see things. You begin to you know, like I said, become more of a visionary here. All right, and then a lot of your old ways, a lot of the things that no longer serve you are beginning to self-destruct, which makes sense in this Aquarius energy. Is beginning to self-destruct. Not only is it beginning to self-destruct, a lot of those old limiting beliefs and a lot of those old self-doubts and a lot of those old, you know, all of those thoughts that cloud your judgment here are beginning to self-destruct. And not only is it self-destructing, it's self-destructing fast. Like, and so what I'm getting here is that if the sooner you begin to do this work and the sooner you begin to shift perceptions here, all right, the faster the old self that no longer serves you will begin to die out, and the faster you'll be able to bring your visions of the things that you are wanting to do forward. So you'll be able to bring them forward a lot faster and a lot sooner, okay? So overall, like, it's definitely a transformational time for you, Aquarius. And this is definitely good energy for you. This is definitely good work for you to be doing during this time. All right, because this is going to make you a rock star. Like, just really honing in on yourself, taking care of your needs, Aquarius. I'm telling you, it's going to make you a rock star because you're going to feel so full and you're going to feel so complete, okay? Ooh, yes, 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 right. So we have here, we have renewal, so regeneration. All right, the old you is beginning to decay, right? So the old you is dying out. You're becoming a new. You're like a new person here, and then you have your accountability, just having this responsibility for yourself. All right, just really being accountable to what you really holding yourself accountable to what needs to happen in your life and what needs to get done and what source is having you to do. And so they're saying that responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. And because you are so responsible, you're able to hold not only yourself accountable, but you're able to hold those that you love and those that you are working with accountable as well. And so what source is wanting you to do is they're saying to just be who you are. Like, be yourself, the spirit of self. Just acknowledge, just be you. Just focus on you, worry about you, love you. Just be you, be yourself, be who you are, be who you desire to be. Don't live for nobody else. Just live for you and hold yourself accountable in this, all right? Old you is dying out, new you is coming in. Just love on the new you, all right? So what else do you have for Aquarius? What else do you have for Aquarius? So this is shedding. You guys are shedding. You guys are releasing. You guys are purging, Aquarius. Ooh. And say, look, like you said, just focus on spirit, Aquarius. Focus on spirit. Don't focus on nothing else. You and source. That's it. Everything else does not even matter. All right. You're dreaming this beautiful dream. You're making this thing come into creation. So 37 and 19, you're making this thing come into fruition here. Dreaming this beautiful dream, creating this world that you never thought that you could create on your own. And then after the storm, there is a new beginning. Okay, so after the storm, there is a new beginning. So we got here just for you to focus on light, focus on the source, focus on spirit. You're creating this beautiful world that you never thought that you create. And then here we go, after your storm, there is a new beginning on the horizon for you, Aquarius. So look, y'all got it made in the shade like lemonade. Okay, Aquarius is rocking. Okay, so what else do you have for Aquarius? What else do you have for Aquarius? Okay, Aquarius. So what sources want you to do, they really want you to focus in on that inner wisdom that you have. They're saying that, like, you have this wisdom within your soul, and so you have to trust what you feel inside your soul. Only you. All right, that's the Sophia. They want you to embody that Sophia energy. Just really trusting who you are and trusting what you're capable of, trusting your capabilities, like trusting what you feel within your gut. Your instinct, your intuition, and all of those things need to come forward. All right. They're also saying that that you need to pay attention to the subconscious messages, right? So again, more trusting your inner wisdom. So it's showing me that you really doubt yourself a lot. All right, like, and you have the wisdom. All right. So don't continue to doubt yourself. Don't doubt your instinct. And they're saying that this is a great time for you to connect with your ancestral spirits and then heal from the things of your past. So whatever these things are, these roadblocks of your past, it's time for you to really connect with those things and heal those things. And that's part of that shadow work that you're going to be doing. You see the shadow work that they mentioned initially. That's going to be part of the shadow work that you're going to be doing. But it's going to require you to really take that time to focus on yourself, sit with yourself by yourself, fill your cup, accept yourself, being at a place where you can accept yourself and just become grounded and connect with nature. All right, but this is all about you. They just really want you to focus on you in this season. Source is also saying what needs to be healed is love. The way you view love, the way you see love, the way you give love. All right? Because that love, the way you give love, is a reflection of how you love yourself. Okay? The way you receive love is also a reflection of how you love yourself. So that is why they want you to mirror love here. So this is where this reflection is going to come in at, and you're going to have to really dig deep and figure out what is going on here in the self-love department. At what point in your life was this chakra, this heart chakra, or this whatever, this root chakra was compromised that caused you to view love the way that you view love? Because you need to really get a handle on that self-worthiness. All right, that self-worthiness. And that way, the more you get a handle on that self-worthiness, the more you'll be able to push that love out in the atmosphere as well. And then this victim consciousness. Now, anytime I see victim consciousness come up, this is that time where it's like every time some stuff pop off, you run into victim mode. Source is saying you are not a victim. And so if you're feeling like you're a victim, there is something that is needing to be healed here so that you can stop responding like this. And so this is when we talk about those different inner childs and trying to figure out which one is which one is not up to par, which one needs the attention that we are seeking, because here we have this victim consciousness. Okay? And victim consciousness, that is that woe is me mentality. That is that, oh, you're treating me like this, or I can't get anything right. No, it's time out for that. And that's going to go in correlation with that love or that self-worthiness type of deal. So your numerology for that is 28 and 12. Okay. Also, discover your life purpose. Listen, many of you already know what your life purpose is. And a lot of you are just kind of all over the place. But it's time for you to figure out what your life purpose is in this energy. All right? Because you do not want to continue to lead a life of that unknowing. All right? You do not want to continue to lead a life like that. Where you're just trying to figure things out. Okay? No, you need to, during this time before 2021, okay, you need to sit down with yourself and figure out, hey, what is it that source really want me to do? But all of that is going to come to you through this shadow work. I'm going to tap into your career for a little bit. So source is saying that a lot of you guys' career is going to involve your family and your friends. They're going to be like a central part of your life purpose. Others are going to be working with the environment, so environmentalists. And when we talk about environmentalists, we're talking more of like the earth angel aspect. So you like going to protect and nurture and teach people about like nature and things like that. So really working in that department. And others of you, somebody finna be yoga. Some of you guys are going to definitely be working in yoga. This yoga is going to be like the peak of your spiritual journey. It's going to enhance your spiritual abilities. It's also going to strengthen, who you are as a person, and really balance you and align you in a way that you didn't expect yoga to do. Because some think that yoga is just like a bunch of stretching, but really yoga is more spiritual than people give it credit for. Alright, source, what else do you have? Aquarius, if you guys want the extended version of this reading, you guys can meet me on Patreon. If you become a soul supporter, you will have access to all of the extended version of the readings and some other things that's available in the community as well. Alright. Okay, so there go that true love. That Guinevere, okay, true love, okay. So here we have it. Like it's some of you have some romance that's stirring up. So it hasn't got there for you yet, but it is stirring up, and the universe is giving you this great love. And others of you, this love that is stirring up is the love of self. So you've already come into realization that you really need to focus on how you love and how love is projected and perceived in your life. All right, and so others of you here, boom. You're about to come into this level of abundance. This is the abundant. Oh my goodness. Abundant. Whatever. Abundity. Tia. Okay, there we go. And so the universe is pouring out this abundance to you, and you just got to get into a place, an open place, to where you can receive it. Okay, and so I am almost certain that as soon as this shadow work is complete, you know, as soon as you really focus on that self-love and that self-care, then you're going to really be able to open the floodgates of that abundance, and you're going to be in a place to receive that abundance. So that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed this reading, go ahead and leave me a comment. Also, if you're interested in the extended version of this reading, go ahead and follow me on Patreon, and I will talk to y'all later.